It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So for this week's video, it is going to be a what's sold video. What is selling on eBay right now, you may be asking yourself. Well, for me, not a heck of a lot. It's been kind of a slow week this week. I've had entire days go by where I haven't had one sale. And you definitely notice that after you're just coming out of Q4. That was really, really good. And, you know, there was a little bit of a surge earlier this month. And I think people were getting their tax returns back, possibly people that were getting money in, you know, were shopping. I definitely could see a little bit of a surge, but now it seems like it's kind of starting to slow down. Will that pick back up? Time will tell, I guess. But you might be wondering, what is it that I'm selling? What is selling right now on eBay? So I'm here to talk to you about just that. So let's take a look. First off, we have this keychain. This is a vintage one from the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America. Do you all remember that movie? It was really, really funny. So I found this keychain at a garage sale over the summer. I paid 50 cents for it. It sold for $14. Now I had this priced at 20, but because it's been a slow sales week, apparently I decided to accept an offer of $14. It's still money and I paid so little for it. It's, you know, not that big of a deal, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So I sold it for a little less than I would have liked, but it's okay. Next, we have a kind of vintage Lisa Frank folder. I bought 3 of these. They were 50 cents each. Again, this is kind of in the same vein as the keychain where, you know, it's not a super expensive purchase, so it's, you know, you don't have to make top dollar on it. If this had been a Lisa Frank folder from the 90s, this would have been much more valuable. But this folder was from 2013. So still kind of decently old, kind of middle years Lisa Frank, which is not very easy to find. So it was still kind of a rare item. And it sold decently fast for $12. So it's still money in my pocket. I'm not complaining. I've got 2 more still to sell. So in the end, I'll make great money if you look at it that way. If you look at it like I paid $1.50 for 3 of these folders and then I make 36 bucks, not so bad, right? So that's kind of the way I'm looking at these. Next, we have a set of bookends. These were from Pier 1. I paid $5 for these a long time ago. These sat. I did have them priced decently high, so they sold for $37. I'm happy to see them go. Next, this is a pretty recent purchase. I purchased this new Furby off Facebook Marketplace. Now, I actually got 2 Furbies. I got a used one and this brand new one. And these are OGs from the 90s, first generation one. So I paid $30 for both of them. So you could kind of look at it like I paid $15, you know, for this Furby. And it sold for $75. And it sold decently fast. So that was pretty good. So I'm happy that somebody is going to give that Furby a new home. Next, we have this kind of generic looking play set. I spent so little on it, I figured it was worth a shot. It did sit for a while also. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $27. So I made my money in time. It just was not a quick seller. So I think that's, you know, a good thing for you all to know as resellers, because, you know, if you want to push items out fast, it's good to know what those items are that go fast, you know. But, you know, if you have a big store, you know, you're probably going to have a mix of items that leave your store quickly and items that linger. But if you buy them cheap enough, you know, it's okay that they linger. Next, we have a Bratz head. This was a great purchase. I purchased this off of Facebook Marketplace. They shipped it to me, although they actually weren't even that far away from me, I learned later. But I paid $12 for this, and it sold, as you can see, for $100. These Bratz heads are really big bolos. They sell for really good money, and they're not big at all, like just really tiny. It's not a huge styling head. It's a very small one. So if you can find these, even if they're used, like this one was a particularly rare one, and I've actually sold this exact one used that didn't have the jewelry, and I believe I got about 50 for it. So these are good money, these little Bratz heads, but there's certain rare variations, and this one did sell very fast. But I think this one sold fast, not because I underpriced it, but more so just because it was that rare, that it was the only one on eBay in that style, and it probably hadn't been on eBay for a while. Could I have gotten more money for it? Maybe, but $100 works for me when you pay 12. So that was good. Next, more Bratz dolls. We have this Bratz Angel doll. Had this for about a year before it sold. I think I had it priced maybe too high. I only paid $1 for it. It sold for $24.50. Happy to see it go. The person that bought it was very happy with it, so happy ending there. Next, we have a Monster High doll. This is from that big lot that I purchased not very long ago. This is my first like big money doll that I sold from it. So this one sold for $54. I've got dolls in this lot that were worth more than that. I'm going to make my money back very quickly on this lot. So this is a good example of that. And I have more, yeah, like I said, more big money dolls still to sell. So really, there was no doll in that lot that was less than, in the 20s. So it was a very good lot of dolls. So more to be sold. Stay tuned. Next, we have an LL Bean shirt. This was brand new. I paid $10 for it at Goodwill. As you can see, it sold for $32. So definitely made some money there. I recently found a second one at Goodwill for the same price. So I don't know if they just took a while to put it out or what, or a coincidence. People don't really like LL Bean that much in the Midwest. It's more of a Northeastern thing. So it's weird for me to see a bunch of LL Bean, but I've been seeing it there at Goodwill, and it's been mostly new stuff. So I picked it up, but yeah, this one sold for $32. I've got the other one priced a little higher. Will it sell cheaper? I don't know. Time will tell. Next, this was a huge sale, big bolo, this Redken hairspray, and I featured this in a video not too long ago. Expired, retired beauty products, good stuff. And this was salon level stuff. This is just basically a big old bottle of hairspray. And I paid $5 for it, sold it for $90. So that was an amazing flip. Super, super happy about that. Next, we have a Harley Davidson shirt. This was a very large sized shirt, triple XL. In my brain, I felt like this could go one way or the other. This was going to be a lightning sale that goes, really fast because it's a big size, or it's going to sit. And it sat actually for a while. Harley stuff, though, I tend to do really well with Harley stuff. I do not hesitate to buy Harley stuff as long as it's at a fair price. A lot of people do recognize the value of Harley Davidson items, so they price them up, but if I can get it for cheap, I will. I paid $10 for this shirt, only because it was long sleeve. If it had been a t-shirt, I wouldn't pay $10, but it sold for $30, so I made my $20 that I like to make. Did it sit longer than I expected to? Yes, but it's gone. Happy to see it go. And that's going to wrap up the video for today. So it wasn't a ton of sales, but I mean, this is the reality of reselling. Sometimes we just don't always have the sale level that we would like, and we get spoiled by certain times a year, and you just got to kind of ride the wave and just go with it. As many of you know, this is my side hustle, so I don't go into panic mode if I have a bad week or two of sales. I still like to make money, so I still am going to send out offers, but it's how it goes with eBay. So, but there's reality for you. I like to keep it real on Crow's Thrifty Finds. But hopefully you've enjoyed this content. Definitely like the video. If you haven't, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, I make new content every week, or at least I try to. So again, my name is Melanie. This channel's name is Crow's Thrifty Finds, and I'll see you next week.